Hello, I'm Julia Cordova. Thank you so much for subscribing to my YouTube channel and liking my videos. If you hit the little bell icon, you'll be the first person to know, or one of the first people, I don't know how internet obsessed you are, that there's a new video out. So please do that. Anywho, I'm going to make this really quick today because I'm not going to lie. I procrastinated because I was looking all over town for the right chicken sandwich and I found it, but I procrastinated. So here we go. Okay, here we go. Look, charts. Okay. This is so exciting. All right, here we go. Oh, I gotta put my glasses on. All right. Okay, first let's start off by looking at ES weekly futures. So we, in the last couple weeks, got pretty close to testing this upper line. This week it is 3694. I will say I drew in some divergence here that wasn't there before. Sometimes these divergences go on for quite some time. You never know. But anyway, there is some divergence there to look out for. And what else do I see? Nothing. Okay, next chart is going to be the daily. Yeah, I don't really know what to say about that. You know, divergence on this chart as well, right? From the high here to the high here, from the high here to the high here. I don't know. You know, I don't know. Honestly, I think I need to redo this chart, if I'm being really honest. Because I don't really have any... Oh, let me see. Let's see if we can do this on the fly. This is probably going to irritate me because these, yeah, it's going to irritate me. Ugh. All right. Let me quickly do this. All right. Let me just imitate the slope here. Like that ish. All right. Now. Oh. Wait. No. Oh. Well, damn. Okay, so that's good. I was thinking I didn't really have much to say. Let's look at this. So, yeah, I guess that if it gets above, look at look at this. So if it closes above then this line, which I'll have to put a label on this, and I'll have to clean this up a little bit for people who haven't been following me. Anyway, if it gets above this line, that'll be a breakout, and then I'll have to get bullish-ish. But for now, we are not closed above that. Well, that's like, guys, hello. That's really good. I can't believe I did that on the fly. Okay, next, here's Nasdaq Weekly. So I talked about this a little bit. Oh, I don't even have RSI on here. That's dumb. Anyway, okay, I talked about this a little bit in my chart review that I did with Dale and the gang on Thursday. And I was saying that, you know, when it reaches these peaks, and I just drew in this line too, it wasn't here before, but I thought I'd put it in because if it gets higher, then obviously I've fucked up again. Anyway, oh, I didn't mean to say the word. Sorry. This is not, it's PG-13. Okay, sorry. Anyway, if it gets above this line, then, you know, I might have to concede that, I mean, I guess I've still made money on the short side, and I've made a lot of money longing this election week on the long side. But anyway, I'll start to get concerned with my bias. I'll very concerned and have to reevaluate my priorities as a bear if it gets above this line, or at least if it closes above this line. It certainly is possible that it gets above it. Anyway, yeah. So my whole point was that when it gets to one of these peaks, it goes back and it retests at least the peak line from before, usually. And look at this distance, right? So, you know, here to here, and then it's all the way to here. And as you know, the percentages get bigger when you're up higher. So that's why I'm pretty resolute in my short-term bearishness. That's one reason anyway. And though when I look at this, does this collection of candles look necessarily, if I was just looking from, you know, here up, right? Does this collection of candles just look bearish to me? No, it actually doesn't. However, if I look at this collection of candles, although this is one of my favorite candle formations, like a big red and then 3 green and another big red. Anyway, if you look at this sort of, I'm going to call it consolidation, This was a consolidation top, right? There's nothing hugely obvious about this at the time if I were to make it big and we were to look at it back in time or try. It's hard. It's hard doing hindsight trading. I don't like people who do it. Anyway, my point is, if you look at this just in time, does this look superdy-ooperdy bearish? No. And then it was. It was. So, yeah, you never know. You never know. All right. Anyway, that's why I'm expecting a back test of at least this line. I do not know when it'll hit this line. I am not a magician or an oracle or Miss Cleo. Okay, now, looking at the Nasdaq Daily, I had created a lightning bolt here that we sort of broke out of. This is the daily chart, but you know what? I see a head and shoulders on the RSI here. Right? Right. I wonder if there's a head and shoulders in a smaller time frame. Huh. Funny you ask. Let's look at and so these are the pivots for tomorrow or tonight that I'm watching, by the way. Even though the close looked superdy-ooperdy bearish, this in and of itself is not yet, it's not yet bearish. Now, you know, this looks like a bear flag wedgie thing to me, but if you squint your eyeballs, potentially, like it could come back up here before it comes down. So, you know what I did on an alternate chart? I'm not gonna, let me just make sure I save this now, because I don't like to change my drawings, because people who do that are weird. But let me just see. I did this on an alternate chart, because I expanded this, and I expanded that. And that looks also very possible to me, right? That makes it look a little more pretty, but I'm gonna keep it the way that I had it, because it's important to know what your first gut instinct is so you can correct yourself the next time you do something. That's why I keep all of my old drawings on. I know it looks like crap. Don't really care. Not selling it. Okay, now let's look at the hourly. Remember that head and shoulders we saw in the daily chart here? All right, whatever. This could be a thing. It could be a thing, and it has lots of room to come back up before it is a thing. But and I left my last squiggle that was unsuccessful on here. I got 3 out of 4 squiggles. The 4th squiggle did not work, yet I left the bad one on the chart. That's because I like to punish myself when I'm wrong. But I should have left the 3 that were right on there too, because that would have made me look super smart. Don't care about looking smart, not selling anything. All right, next thing. Anyway, because it did not, okay, let me talk about this hourly. Because it did not get below this line or even touch it on this failed head and shoulders first, and I didn't even talk about this head and shoulders openly on Twitter because I didn't think it was going to happen, weirdly enough. Like, I thought it might, but I was waiting for confirmation before I mentioned it, and we never got confirmation. So that's my point. Because we never got confirmation on this, the next time that it reaches this level, which is 11,789, so 11,790, yeah, I think that's going to be super bearish, right? Yeah, because it got to a lower close here than here. Technically, it was a little bit higher. It just looks super bearish to me. But if it did not have a position, I'd either want to go long above this 1223, potentially short the crap out of it if it comes really quickly. But if it gets above it, I'd want to go long there. And if it gets below this 11,790, I'd want to short the crap out of it. Bam. Because bam. I think it's, yeah, bam, all the way here and then below, because the squiggle will come and get you. All right. Oh, I wanted to show a Tesla chart. This I did for somebody that won a charity drawing for Messiah Theories. I had, people gave things to give away or whatever when people made donations of any amount. And so anyway, I made a Tesla chart for somebody when it was here. And I said basically that if I were long, I would be concerned with a close below this pink line, which did not happen the next day. And then I said I would take partial profit at these pink lines, the one of which was 509.54 that I marked. The high this day was 508.59. You know what? And then afterwards, I got in there. I zoomed in a little bit more. I'm like, did I put the marker in the right place? I don't know. But it was like, I don't know. Look at. Okay, I missed it. I had to get really up in there. But anyway, I would have set a stop loss when it got, or one of those trailing things, right when it got like above, like right in this area, so that I didn't screw it up. If I were long, I was not long, however. And then somebody, like not even a troll, just a person who doesn't know how to trade. I think, I'm not really sure. I don't know where this was before. I don't know. Ah. All right, my OCD is just making me do this. I'm sorry. There. Okay, that's where it was before. Okay. Anyway, somebody's like, oh, but you didn't say which way it was going to go. Well, no crap, Sherlock. I don't know. I'm not a magician, but if I were, I would have shorted the resistance, or I would have went long the support. Oh, that's how you trade. You don't always know which way triangles are going to break out, but you can surely get the support, the resistance or the support, and you can play off of that when it hits. That's how trading works. Okay, let's look at gold. This is gold weekly futures. So, I don't know. It was like a flaggy thing, and then it was like a curvy thing, and it's really just a consolidation thing. And if you ask me, if you held gold past when Rico originally said that he sold his gold, which was right up in this area, this is a waste of time and a waste of money, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. And I know a lot of people like gold, and that's okay. A lot of people like, oh, look at that. A lot of people, I like my lines. Anyway, a lot of people like gold. A lot of people like Bitcoin. And you know what? It takes a lot of stamina to stay in something that's not going anywhere. Okay, so it still looks to me like it might dip. However, if it does not, if it gets above, if it closes above this 1926 area, because it's like a double, this is double resistance, then I'd be like, well, maybe it's breaking out again, and I'll consider going long. But I'd rather buy it lower, because I am a longer term bull. I just think it's going to shake out a lot of people. Although, like I said before, sometimes they shake out people with time as opposed to with price drops. However, the more time that goes by before it goes up or down, the more likely it is to go more down or more up than we think it will. So I would prefer personally to wait for a breakout or to wait for a breakdown and buy one or the other. And I won't feel bad about this because I sold up in here with Rico. Let's look at silver. Again, I sold actually at the 30. I sold 2/3. I still own a third. That's okay. I bought it like down here, so it's all right. Anyway, not a lot of activity. It's still consolidating. I don't know. I'm just going to wait. I'm going to wait for it to break out. I sold it near 30. So if I buy it at 26, not going to be upset about that. And if I buy it at 19, really not going to be upset about that. So I'm just waiting. Now, right now it is at this RSI support that hinges back here from this area. So if it were to go lower, you know what? Let's create another RSI line, because like we're going to need supporting lines to help us, right? Right. So let's do this. Okay. I'm just doing this on the fly. I don't know what I'm doing, obviously. Let's see what looks good. Does that look good? That looks pretty good, right? Let's see what happened here. Yeah, okay. Close above that. I like that. Let's see what happened here. Is this a false? This just won't. See what happened here? Yeah, I like that. Okay, I like that. So, see, it's going to have a little bit of a ways to go. So it's either got to go there really quickly, or it could go a lot lower. I hope not. Actually, I do hope so, because I'd like to buy it even under here, but I think if it gets here, it'll make enough people very despondent. We'll have to see, because it could still, I mean, it's still technically here even looks pretty bullish. It's this washout that would worry me if I were long. You know what I mean? Like if I were really long, it would hurt me here, but it would make me cry here. So yeah, okay, anyway, I'm gonna buy it here or here. Okay, now let's look at oil. So I've been very bullish oil, but I haven't been showing the chart because I feel like the chart it didn't really show anything. Anyway, it closed, finally it closed again above this 42.16 line. So I'm gonna be looking to buy any dips unless it's possible. I mean, I'm gonna try to buy the dip right around, if it gets to 40 and change, right? These two MAs are like, you know, about to hit the same thing here. So let's see. Yeah, so the 50 is still pointed down, but the 9 and the 20 are now pointed up. It's supported by the 20. Anything above the 20 I like, but the 9 and the 50 are sort of at the same level. So if it were to come down and retest them and get below them, I'd get a little like, So yeah, I mean, if it goes down and retest them, I'll take a buy. But if it goes down too far, it could actually go all the way. Yeah, it could go all the way to 38. Yeah, it could go all the way to 38.5 or so and still look bullish to me. But if it gets below that, it's not gonna. But anyway, that's what I see, and I say BTFD right now. And if I change my mind, I'll let you know. But it looks good to me. All right, let's look at Natty. So I took my first scale at 2.65. I bought another scale right before the report. Was very sad about that during the report. And then it's now back above where I took my first scale at 2.65. So actually, I don't know why it says 265 here. It actually closed at like 266, I think, according to my other charts. But this is crap data, so it's okay. Crap data goes both directions. Anyway, if I didn't have a position in it at this time, or I'm waiting, you know, my third scale, basically, I'm waiting until it gets back, until it starts actually looking like it's not bottoming and looking like it's going up again. So I know this is weird, but I might wait until it gets above the 2.809 or 2.81-ish level to buy the third scale. Yeah, because, I mean, and I'm not going to like it below 2.489. I'm not going to like it at all. Okay, that's that. And then coffee. Let's talk about coffee. So, you know, I was saying long the coffee, short the NQ, which worked out pretty well for me so far. This past week, though, let me just look at the daily for a hot second, because, I mean, some people, like, follow my trades, like, halfway into them, so they didn't get good entries. Sorry. But you have to, if you're going to follow one, you have to have a plan. Don't just, if somebody else is long, don't just think that if you go long at any time, it'll just keep going straight up, okay? You have to actually have a plan. Y'all are going to think I'm on drugs, but I'm not. I'm actually in a really bad mood because I saw somebody trolling Helen, and it just made me upset. Okay, anyway, so this week was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So Monday we had a gap up here, right, from the close on Friday, which is all the way. I'm going to put a line here. Horizontal line. Put my little magnet. Okay, it's on. Okay. So, and I'm going to make it dashed. Oops. Right. So that would be the gap close at this horizontal line. Which is 33.14. That's the weekly gap close. However, that could stay open for a while because all Friday did was it filled the gap between Tuesday and Wednesday, right? Still up for the week. It's not beautiful. Let's go back to look at the weekly. I'm just looking at RSI here from the daily. I mean, it did break down this slope here, but I don't know. I'm not going to pull up the daily. Let's look back at the weekly. Okay. So, Let me put this in a better place. Huh. Yeah, okay. Well, if it comes back to test the breakout, it would miraculously get within 2 cents of closing this daily gap and weekly gap, right? So, interesting. But it can go all the way, I think, to 32.69, which would be retesting this bullish slope before I start saying, whoops, ruh-roh. So that's why, and it's at RSI resistance right now. And it did bounce right off of, close, right? The high was 36.55, 36.66 is my dotted line resistance. It did, I'm going to say it bounced right off of there. Was it exact? No, it wasn't. But 10 cents ain't going to kill you. You can't always do exact stuff. Sometimes you just have to take profit beforehand. Yeah, okay. And I mean, who knew? But, you know, whenever something gets close to resistance or close to support, it's always nice to actually put in, at that time, a trailing stop. Okay? Because, like, it doesn't, nobody gets everything exact. I wish I could. I wish I'm able to, but I'm not. Anyway, I'm going to stay long. I'm going to stay long because I'm swinging it. And I don't know what happened. I don't know if farmers got together, and I don't know what happened. I don't know why. I don't care why. I just look at charts. Okay, that's it. I'll make myself big. I'm going to save that. Oh, I don't have to save it because it's Trading View. Okay. Oh, let me show my mug. Oh, wait. Okay, hold on. Yeah. All right. Make myself big. Okay, I know I'm a little spastic today. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to get through this because I really don't want to do it. Okay. Thank you, TradingView, for sending me this mug. I appreciate it. And thank you, everybody, for subscribing to my YouTube channel and liking my videos. And I will see you on the interwebs. And please be nice to each other and help each other, and then everything will be great. Okay. Bye.